In the dense, tropical heart of Southeast Asia, amidst the rustling leaves and ancient trees, lies a secret whispered in stone, the ruins of Angkor. This was the center of a civilization known as the Khmer Empire, a power that dominated the region for over 600 years. Their story is one of god kings, monumental architecture, and a mastery of water that fed an empire. Before the grandeur of Angkor, the region was a collection of smaller kingdoms. Our story begins in 802 CE, a pivotal year. A prince named Jayavarman II declared himself the universal monarch, or Chakravartin, on the sacred mountain of Panam Kulen. More than just a king, he performed a special ritual to become a Devaraja, a god king, who was believed to be a living embodiment of the Hindu god Shiva. This act did more than crown a man. It founded the Khmer Empire, giving the ruler an unquestionable, divine right to govern. He moved his capital several times, finally establishing it near the Great Lake, the Tunnel Sap, setting the stage for centuries of growth. The secret to the Khmer Empire's success wasn't just military might. It was a revolutionary understanding of water management. The Khmer built an elaborate, sophisticated system of canals, reservoirs, and vast artificial lakes called barays. In the wet season, these systems captured the monsoon rains, preventing disastrous flooding. In the dry season, they released the stored water to irrigate huge rice fields. This allowed the farmers to harvest rice multiple times a year, generating massive food surpluses. This surplus fed a huge population and, crucially, freed up thousands of laborers and skilled artisans to work on the king's grand projects. The temples, the most famous period of the empire's construction, began in the 12th century, under the reign of King Suryavarman II. He oversaw the creation of Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world. Originally dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, it was not just a temple, but a representation of Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods. Its purpose: it served as the king's state temple and, ultimately, his tomb. Its walls are covered in thousands of intricate carvings, telling stories of Hindu epics and historical battles. It was an architectural marvel, demonstrating the height of Khmer artistic and engineering genius. Following a devastating invasion by the rival Kampa kingdom, a new hero emerged, King Jayavarman VII. His reign, from the late 12th century, marked a dramatic shift. Jayavarman VII embraced Buddhism instead of Hinduism. He launched an unparalleled building campaign, dedicating his energy to the welfare of his people. He built the new capital city of Angkor Thom, Great City. At its center stands the Bayon Temple, famous for its over 200 serene, smiling faces carved into its towering stone structures. These faces are believed to represent the Bodhisattva of compassion, or perhaps the king himself, watching over his entire kingdom. He also built hospitals, rest houses, and roads throughout his empire. After the death of Jayavarman VII, the empire began a slow, steady decline over the next few centuries. Several factors contributed to its eventual fall. Religious conflicts, the shift back and forth between Hinduism and different forms of Buddhism, created instability and led to resources being spent on defacing and rebuilding monuments. External threats, growing power in neighboring kingdoms, especially the Siamese kingdom of Ayutthaya, led to frequent, costly wars and the eventual sacking of Angkor. Infrastructure overload. The enormous success of the water network may have become its downfall. A changing climate or too many demands on the system likely led to a collapse of the agricultural base, making it difficult to feed the massive population. By the mid-15th century, after a final invasion, the Khmer moved their capital away from Angkor, closer to the Mekong River. The great city was not destroyed or lost to time. It was simply abandoned to the jungle. For centuries, Angkor Wat remained a place of pilgrimage, tended by Buddhist monks. But the vast urban complex was swallowed by the forest until it was brought to world attention in the 19th century. The Khmer Empire's legacy endures. The people of modern-day Cambodia are the descendants of the builders of Angkor. Their culture, their spirit, and their identity are forever tied to the grand stones and the sophisticated brilliance of the civilization that rose and fell, leaving behind one of the greatest wonders of the ancient world.